And if that's what your whole fire season is like, and you feel trashed in October, why would we want our physical training to also just trash our body and make us feel like that? Like, our physical training should be building us up, not breaking us down. It should be building calluses, not blisters. And that's a big mindset shift and training shift that I have to do with a lot of our clients is, almost scaling back and showing them that we're not. It's not that we're not training hard. It's that we're training a little bit smarter. And especially in like November, December, January, we don't need to be peak fire season shape in December. We need to be building a strong foundation, a big foundation of strength and endurance so that we can continue to grow on that, progress on that, and be peak fire season ready when it's fire season, not in December. Um,
Yeah, I think that's
that's
so
that's
common. I
been
think,
that's so common in
yeah,
the field.
across the tactical space, I think it's really common for people to just be like 0 to 100, right? And so, like, I work with some guys who, they'll be coming to me after injuries. And so we'll do some rehabilitation with them and working with the physical therapist. And they immediately want to be like, okay, when can I get back to doing what I was doing before? And they're not thinking about that progression towards being able to do, okay, maybe if I need to do more volume, or I'm doing more aerobic training, or I'm lifting heavier or whatnot, right? They want to go 0 to 100. I think it's like this personality trait that people who work in the tactical
Yep,
space, like, it's
for
just
sure.
they just want to full send it all the time, right? And they don't take the time to look at other aspects of their training, kind of hitting on that next point you made, right? Is, we have to build muscle, we have to build muscular endurance, we have to build strength, right? We have to provide some of that armor around the joints, the body, some protection against what you're going to be exposed to from like a beating your body up standpoint once you get up that mountainside, right?
Yep. And I think you're spot on. That is the personality, and it's mine too. That's why I've done all of this stuff. Um, and I try to almost trick people and reframe it in that, like, we're not. It's not that we're doing less hard stuff. We're just doing hard, but in a new context for you. And with especially the people I work with, it's, looking at the off season, right? It is hard in that we are now touching 90+% of our 1 rep max on a barbell. And you just have never actually done that. You've stuck with like your 8 to 12 rep range and your RIR of like 3. And we're getting into like 4 sets of 3 heavy. And I can't tell you how many times someone after like a heavy front squat session where, yeah, we're doing like heavy triples for multiple sets, and they're like, "Can we do more? I feel like I'm not doing enough volume." I'm like, "No, that's the point. Like, you need more weight on the bar if you're telling me that." And and then sure enough, they're setting like 20, 30, 40 pound PRs because they didn't know that that's how that was supposed to be.
Mhm.
And then kind of on the other side of that though is, when I'm building in more kind of zone 2 conditioning or more low intensity just conditioning in general, these a lot of these wildland firefighters, they don't know what low intensity even is. So they're they're like, I feel like I'm walking, and I'm like, yeah, you are. And
Yeah.
that's what this is supposed to feel like. But if you were going harder, you wouldn't be able to do this for 90 straight minutes. And that's what we're trying to build up to. And so, yeah, there's a lot of kind of that, just that mindset that we have to almost reframe and understand that it's still hard. It's just hard in a way that you've never really experienced before.